cannot wait to talk to you about why I'm so excited about Cornhole. And yes, I am Cornhole Mish, and I'm a little nerdy about Cornhole, but it may not be for the reason you think, because I don't have pro aspirations. I don't want to be the best Cornhole player in the world. I think Cornhole can change the world? Question mark? Just stick with me, because it's pretty cool stuff. Now, you might be thinking, isn't Cornhole just that silly game where you toss beanbags into a hole in your backyard? And sure, it is that, I guess. But there are some surprising benefits of Cornhole. First of all, it can become a soulful hobby. For over 15 years, I worked with women specifically on their health and wellness and weight. And one of the things that they were always lacking was a soulful hobby and a community. They would tell me that they lived for their spouses or their kids. And once they became parents or once they got into adulthood, they kind of lost a sense of play or hobbies, and they didn't really have any. And I've noticed with Cornhole, it becomes such an incredible hobby that people are actually really fulfilled by it in a way they never thought they could be. It also increases social connection because it is by nature a social type of sport. You can play it with people, you can talk with people, you can have partners, you have opponents, and you're playing it in a group type of setting. It allows healthy competition. I know for me, I love to grow and challenge myself, and sometimes if I don't have a place to put that, it can be unhealthy. I know people who were athletes and for some reason or another aren't able to participate in their chosen sport, whether it's because of injuries or just changes as they've gotten older. Cornhole becomes a way that we can compete. And the cool thing about this game that you may or may not know is that it has both offense and defense and strategy. So it allows you to fulfill kind of all those needs in terms of competition. It brings families together off of screens because it gets kids off of the computer or the phone or the tablet or the video games and onto a board because they can excel same way anybody else can. There's not really any benefit to gender or age. And it's a place to belong no matter your background or athletic ability. I have never played sports in the past, and yet Cornhole was something that I could actually get proficient at and compete and feel like I was athletic in a way and succeeding. Why Cornhole is unique for connection is because there's little to no barriers to play. So you can play with almost any limitation that you have. We even have a pro in the American Cornhole League that is a quadriplegic. That's no arms, no legs, and yet here he is competing at the highest level. So in terms of barriers, there really isn't any. It's great because, like I said, you can socialize while you play, which is very unique than other sports. Even though we share some similarities with sports like golf or horseshoes, this one you're actually playing with people, or even bowling. This one you're playing with people, you're strategizing together as a team, and then there's a lot of time in between games to socialize with other people if you're going to play at weekly leagues or local things like that. So you can play with a partner. It requires strategy. It requires communication. It's something you do with another person. And there's ways to play the games if you go to local places in your area to play where you're randomly paired with partners. So you really get to meet people. Some data for you. Why we need Cornhole. Social connectedness is such a vital human need that physicians claim that the absence of it can lead to burnout. So they did a study to find that with their employees, that the employees were burning out if they didn't get social connectedness, if they didn't get that need met. Another study, they found that social connections impact our health as much as exercise and quitting smoking. Now, we always hear the importance of eating right, exercising, not smoking, but this social connection piece is right in line with those things. It's right there. It's that important that we have it. Social play is vital for competence, self-efficacy, and intrinsic motivation. If you feel like it's difficult for you to get motivated, for you to fulfill your needs as an adult, it's probably because there might be some play lacking. We hear about a lot of studies on play for children, the importance of play for children. It's still just as important for adults. We have to have some kind of play in our life. We can't just be work and a 1-week vacation once a year. We need more play than that. Adults commonly struggle with social isolation, and it's been shown to impact their health negatively. We cannot be isolating ourselves. We saw a big impact of this during 2020 for our COVID year. We know it's important. And another study found that coming together in social gatherings cultivated positive effects that lasted at least 10 weeks, if not more. So being in these social settings, and I don't just mean in your backyard, I mean out there meeting people in the public, finding new connections, finding new friends, finding your community. And then lastly, the need for social connectedness is the leading predictor of life satisfaction in older adults. This one's very important. It's the leading predictor of life satisfaction in older adults. We have to be connected to each other. If you look at some of the ways that cornhole has impacted people specifically, we have someone who was, an Olympic style Taekwondo student competitor and coach, and that competitiveness needed to go somewhere. So her saying how much she appreciated cornhole as a way to be healthy and competitive with where her body was. This one above says that cornhole saved her marriage because her husband and her were on the verge of divorce. They needed something that would bring them together, that they enjoyed together, and now they play cornhole and they've built friendships. This person says it helped them become more social, and even though they don't do well in large groups, they have been able to come out of their comfort zone and actually enjoy being at cornhole events. New friends, positive hobby, started playing with their spouse, and now tons of friends and family of their own. A place to help others and enjoy the game. Therapeutic solution to her anxiety, brought her husband closer, allowed to make new friends, getting a date night with the hubby. Sometimes it's boring just to go to dinner. Another way, a break from their 3-year-old son and out of a state of depression. Love all my friends over the country that they've met playing and competing, brought your husband together, and so on and so forth. So you see a lot of this trend of bringing people together, and that is what it can do. It's extremely powerful and very simple to play. And I just want to remind everybody that 99.9% of people that start suck when they start, because people go, I'm not good at it. Yeah, we all weren't good at it. There's like a select few that's like, yeah, I picked up the bags and I was pretty good. That's not most people. So don't worry. You're supposed to suck when you start, and we're here to help you. So some ways to get started. Getting cornhole to local high schools is a great way to get, if you have kids, or if you are a kid, a great way to get it started, starting to get the high schools involved in a program. And I'll show you how you can do that. Attending a local club night, buying a backyard setup, watching it on TV, and then we have ACL Academy that can help you even more in depth. So if you want to get cornhole in local high schools, we have a whole program to help you with that. So if you visit iplaycornhole.com/high school, you can get all the information there, and it tells you how to set up the programs in high schools, how to get it done, what the cost would be if they want to have a team, and everything you will need. So iplaycornhole.com/high school will get you done here. Attending a local club night. So there's a couple ways you can find events depending on what area you're in. You can go to iplaycornhole.com/events and you put in your location, or you can download Scoreholio from the App Store and put in your location in the Find Tournament section. So different regions have more events in one or both of these, so you can search in both to find what's close by. You can buy a backyard setup. Obviously, I'm going to recommend a set that's going to keep up, as opposed to going to a local, store and getting a cheap set that's plastic or cheap wood. These sets are going to last. So you can get boards at shop.iplayacl.com. You can click on the boards there, and bags. You can find some bags there, but most of the bags you're going to find at allcornhole.com, and choose your bags from there. Watching it, lots of ways you can watch cornhole. You can watch it 24/7 on ACL Cornhole TV. There's a link here, streamstack.com/ACL Cornhole TV. And it can also be found on the Distro app on your smart TV. And you can check out our schedule to watch events live if you go to iplaycornhole.com/national-schedule, and you'll see there all the events we have coming up, and then you can click on it to see when the live streams are going to happen, when the ESPN and CBS sports broadcasts are going to happen, and you'll even see me as your sideline reporter and commentator. Lastly, join ACL Academy. ACL Academy links players to experts to help you learn the ins and outs of cornhole. This is a great way to learn how to grip a bag, what you need to do for your mindset, what's the rules, things like that. So academyacl.com is where you can learn more about that and get the help. And if you're still unsure of where to start, reach out to me. I am Cornhole Mish. You can just head to cornholemish.com and click the contact button, or you can reach out to me on any social media site at Cornhole Mish. I'm here for you to help you out. I want you to get started. I know you're going to love it as much as we all do, and I can't wait to see you on the boards.